What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.
The Many Faces, ongoing ink art series that I've been doing. Regularly, I've been doing it for 3 years, probably close to. Took a couple breaks while moving from Denver back to the desert, but I literally started the series or developing kind of this style probably around 4 years ago when I was moving from San Diego to Denver. And I wanted to start doing artwork more regularly. Previously, I had done a lot of work with acrylic painting, a lot of surrealism. I like acrylic because it dries fast. I enjoy painting fast. It is something where I can describe it similarly to people who do sports. I mean, when you get in the zone in sports, or I've heard comedians the same thing when they get in the zone on stage. You basically get to a point where most of your brain is shutting down, and your body is communicating directly from what it sees in its eyeballs, or maybe hears if you're a comedian, or just thinking. But it's a very efficient kind of communication from your eyes to your hand in a way that it almost feels like I'm copying something that's already been done. Like I can see my hand moving before I move it there, which is something that it happens every once in a while, but it only happens when I'm going at speed, right? It's like imagine trying to, go mountain biking, but you're going really slow. It's like you need to be successful doing those things and kind of tapping into the zone is having to go fast because it shuts your brain down. And if you start thinking, like if you start waking up other parts of your brain and start thinking, it usually throws you off, and it's hard to get back. There's a book that I remember listening to, Making Superman, Decoding Superman. It's all about a guy interviewing a bunch of extreme athletes about getting in the zone. So I wanted to develop a style that I could do fast. And it started off with just my sketchbook and a pen. Later went to markers. So I was doing just kind of free drawing, but I usually do faces. Faces and eyes have been a pretty regular visual that I've used in a lot of my artwork over the years. So sticking with the face is kind of just a good. I mean, the face is a powerful kind of identification thing. I'm much more likely to recognize your face than I am your name. I'm horrible with names, but I definitely would recognize a face. And I mean, there's something powerful about a face. Like, I mean, you look at caricatures, like you can still see, even though it's not like a photorealistic depiction of the person, the features of the face are universal and can kind of be remixed in different ways and kind of force you to recognize a person that is not faithfully replicated from reality. So I enjoy just kind of the freedom and if you think of humans and every human having a face, most of those faces are unique. And then there's billions of faces on this planet. I would imagine that would leave me, even if I were to do realistic depictions of faces, pretty much an endless source of material. So started doing the drawings, then kind of solidified the idea of doing faces. And then after markers, I started using ink and brushes and started painting with the ink. And that's kind of more, I think that's something that I started doing more when I moved back to the desert. Started painting a lot more with the ink. Also started filming the making of each of the paintings. So the fact that I do these faces fast, I'm able to record them. If I had to take a long time, I wouldn't be able to release them daily but also recording them would be a lot more work. So it all kind of, it wasn't, I didn't start doing this style because of how it would benefit the production of these other things that I'm doing with it, but the fact that I am doing the style that I'm doing and in the way that I'm doing it, the production fit perfectly. So I'm able to do the making of videos, which I enjoy doing because, like, since I do so many of these faces, I've done, as of the recording, I posted 861 faces have been posted. So by the time this comes out, it'll be close to 870. But just being able to go fast and being able to do a lot of them, scheduling them, being able to film them all is something that I enjoy doing because I forget the pieces that I've done because I paint so many of them, right? Because I'll do like big chunks of paintings where I'll sit down in a day and just like crank out as many paintings as I can. Every one that I've done gets released. I've not taken any from being released. There's some mistakes out there. There's some non-mistakes. There's some that I really enjoy, but it's more interesting to me to see how people react, and it's weird to see people react positively to the paintings that I am not very happy with. But I still made it, and if somebody else likes it, then it's not up to me to. I mean, art's subjective, so if somebody enjoys my work for whatever reason, I love them forever. But it is a very kind of an interesting thing on my end to see how people react to it. But also, there's paintings that I forget. Like I'll get 30 paintings done. So a month will go by, and I'm posting paintings that I don't even remember doing. And I get to see, watch myself paint it. Because I post manually, go to Instagram every morning, and I upload each episode of this show along with little story promo, and then I upload new painting with the making of video to all of the different Instagram accounts that I have. So I don't know. I've built a lot on the idea of what I wanted to do as a series, because I've never done a series of art, and it's kind of, for me, because it's an ongoing series, because I'm able to do it at speed, I'm able to do a lot of them at once. I can kind of it's able to grow in a way because there's enough balance of me looking at the past art, trying to go forward, trying to do new things, different things, and play around with not only the different brushes, but also the different inks, which I'm using color. I started out as black and white, or just black ink, and then like a gray wash. And then eventually went to color, which is something that I had wanted to do for a long time. I'm colorblind, so, I don't want to... I was just trying to avoid color altogether and not even think of it as what I'm doing. So I think around like 700, I started using color, and only blue, yellow, and gold, no red. I don't want to... I mean, adding red into it's I'm gonna start getting brown in the paintings, and I don't want to necessarily represent a specific skin tone. I want the colors are more of a mood enhancer rather than an identifier of the type of person that the face is. And I'm not really going off of specific faces. It's just, I don't know. It's really just whatever I can think of to do, and I just do it. I try not to think too much. Just go, and see what happens. And it's been a fun journey, and I've enjoyed every bit of it, and I keep going. But I'm doing something special from now on for the people that watch this show or listen to the Ray Taylor Show. You get a 25% discount now when you use coupon code RTS for Ray Taylor Show. So put in that coupon code, and you'll save 25% on all of my original artwork. I don't sell prints. It's over 800, almost 900 original paintings you can buy, ink paintings. and they're new every day. Along with this show is a new episode every day. Subscribe everywhere. At Ray Taylor for me. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out.